Be careful. If you get close to a Zoogle, they'll attack. Don't go charging off like that! Mirage! Talon Storm! Set you right up! Don't let them form a pack! Slide! Had it coming!
Here's a healing art!
Tusk Cannon! They're targeting Shion! Rising Wyvern! Mirage! Everything's coming up, Zephyr! Don't fight any enemies you can otherwise avoid, all right?
Makes sense. If we try to take them all on, there'll be no end in sight.
You sure won't hear me complaining.
What a weird stone.
I sense a strange power from it. We should gather as many as we can find.
Let's stop a moment to catch our breath.
But I've barely worked up a sweat.
Speak for yourself. What do you want, a medal? Doesn't look like we're being followed. Fail to grab these rare moments of quiet when you can. You'll end up regretting it later.
You're the boss.
Normally, we should take turns standing guard. But this first time, I'll watch over things so you two can rest easy.
I've never just sat and watched a fire like this before. It's surprisingly soothing.
Well, aren't you getting comfortable? You realize there are still Zoogles prowling around out here, right?
Ah, don't be a spoil sport. It's important to let your mind and spirit relax. Does you a lot more good than you might think.
Zephyr, why aren't you
You feeling left?
No, it's...
You said even if...
A red?
Until we... Besides...
So you...
Our goal... If you can...
Are you saying...
Not...
I'm...
That's okay. A Master Core, huh? Now I see. So that's why Balsef's cronies were so desperate to...
Is that what it's called?
Oh, right. Tell me. You ever wonder why we Danans are made to work ourselves to the bone, day in, day out?
Well, when you put it like that, I always just assumed we were mining resources for them.
Then don't you think it'd be quicker if they used all that high-powered tech they have? Why go to all the trouble of relying on weak human labor? Listen. What the Renans are really after isn't resources or minerals. It's astral energy. They're harvesting the astral energy that sleeps inside all matter and life forms. And they're doing it the same way they have for the past 300 years, using us Danans as mere siphons.
Right. They have machines for minerals, but extracting from Danans requires spirit cores. Any astral energy collected passes through a spirit vessel on its way to being stored in a master core.
But why go to the trouble of collecting all this energy in the first place? Do they really need all that juice just to use astral arts?
It determines the Sovereign.
Sovereign? Is that the Renan ruler?
Exactly. 5 lords, each doing whatever it takes to gather as much astral energy as they can and store it in their master cores. Whichever of them manages to accumulate the most power at the end of their contest is crowned the ruler of the Renan motherland. A new crown contest, as they call it, is held every decade or so.
So you see, the Master Cores are the receptacles in which the Lords store their power. And we Danans are sacrificed, so the Renans can choose their new ruler.
That's insane! You're telling me that's what our people have been dying for this whole time?
Relax, hero. You're not the only one who's bent out of shape about the whole thing. There are 2 things that I haven't been able to get my head around yet. What business would a Renan have stealing a Master Core? And what's the deal with that blazing sword?
I think the sword is a physical manifestation of the Master Core's astral energy. As for why it took the shape of a sword, well, I don't know any more than you do.
And that stuff about needing your permission to use it?
I'm the only one of us who can control the Master Core to some extent. Without me to adjust the flow of astral energy.
What do you want out of this?
I'm going to take down all of the lords.
Never thought I'd say this, but I like the cut of your jib, Renan. Very well. As far as we're concerned, the struggle continues either way. That is, of course, assuming we can count the 2 of you in.
Fine by me.
Then it's settled. Together, we'll overthrow the Renan Lords.
I've gotta hurry.
We have another secret hideout in Ulzebek, not far from here. We should be able to meet up with our comrades there.
I hate camping out.
Normally, I don't pick on the weak.
Take it!
How's this?
It's
Don't go
over.
charging off like that!
Rising Wyvern!
Slash! Here,
Circle and bring them down!
Swallow Blade!
First aid!
Talon
Slash!
Storm!
Swallow Blade!
Mega Ray!
Slash!
I'm on it!
Rising Wyvern!
Mega Ray!
Mirage! Swallow Blade! Slash!
How's this? Mega
Swallow
Ray!
Blade!
I'm on it! Slice!
Rising
See ya.
Wyvern!
Talon
It's over.
Storm!
Swallow Blade!
Touch cannon!
Slash!
I'm
Rising Wyvern! Slash!
Here I go!
Mirage!
You're mine!
I'll run you through! Had it
Rising
covered.
Wyvern!
Mega
Talon
Ray!
Storm!
Mirage!
Touch cannon!
I need to be stronger.
We should be able to eat this. Whenever you find some, make sure to grab it.
It's edible, huh? Good to know.
Definitely.
We've almost made it to Ulzebek. Okay, people, this is it. Ulzebek.
No sign of any Renin guardsmen.
The Renins aren't as populous as the Danins. Probably figure stationing guards in a place like this would be a waste of precious manpower.
So this is where the next safe house is?
Yes. The last place they'd think to look for enemies is on their own doorstep.
That is, assuming anyone actually made it here before us.
Zephyr! Looks like we needn't have worried. Come on.
Zephyr, you made it! See? I told you there's no way Zephyr would have kicked the bucket.
Fine, you were right. So, what's the plan?
Well, we've got an ace up our sleeve and the enemy's in disarray. I say we strike while the iron's hot.
So we're finally going head-to-head with Balsef.
That's right. We can't afford to mess this up. It's now or never.
Then now it is! We've all been waiting for this day for far too long!
Leave the plan to me. In the meantime... yeah, you two need to do something about your outfits.
I have just the thing for your size. Stay right there, okay? Ta-da! I told you, it fits like a dream.
Into a different outfit. Nobody had noticed he's the same guy at all with that, thing on his head.
I'm afraid we don't have any Renin clothing. I could find you some Danon outfits.
Tell that he's somebody different.
But something tells me you'd rather pass.
Is this really that important?
In case you need reminding, I'm here because our interests overlapped. Nothing more. At no point did I say I've given up being a Renin. Now, let's play nice. How about you ask Nate and see what he says? He's our one-stop shop for info around here. With any luck, he might just know something. Woo-hoo! Woo-hoo!
What's this doing here?
has like jankiest controls, man. I mean, it is just absolutely terrible. The mechanics just absolutely terrible.
Nath, we need your help.
Ah, damn. Never the manpower when you... Huh? Help, huh? What kind? Is it urgent?
Well, no, not exactly.
Well, in that case, would you mind helping me out with something first? The work's really piled up around here.
What is it you'd like us to do?
Anything you can manage. No one cares about us slaves. That's why it's all the more important that we stick together and take care of each other. Check in with that guy over there for details on what needs doing. And thanks in advance.
I feel like somebody's watching us.
Maybe there's someone around here who needs our help. Hey.
Yes!
I guess. Got it. I had no idea the Crimson Crows were so active.
You sound pretty thrilled by that.
Thrilled? Maybe. But I'll settle for hopeful. We know now that not everyone is rolling over for the Renans.